faith is as strong as ever. But I have a duty to make a fair ruling in this trial. If you insist on interfering with that process, Your Benevolence, I am afraid I must request your removal from this courtroom, Royal Priestess or not. Hey, the judge isn't a complete douchebag. He's actually trying to remain non-biased. What? I'll have you know, Your Benevolence. Ooh. Please, whatever that... How the fuck do you say that word? Acquiesce? Is it acquiesce or acquiesce? Whatever, in this Your Benevolence. I should probably just look up how to pronounce it. If looks could kill, I'd be a dead man. I won't forget this offence, barbed head. As she raises her fist to the air. Phoenix! I do not admit defeat. I won't. Yeah, remain ignorant. Bailiff, please see Her Benevolence out. Your Matama will face due retribution in the Twilight Realm. The demons there they'll pluck the barbs right off your stupid head. I hope your suffering will be super duper painful. Alright. I don't even know if that word's a hard to pronounce one, I've never seen it, so I'm like, what? Oh, I didn't even get to read that. I want to. She was throwing more of a tantrum. So I hope it's super duper painful, and I hope they throw you into a lake of burning fire. Yeah, and then... Oh, she's a child. I guess she's still just a teenager after all. Oh, that was great. Actually no, there's the acquiesce, which I think is actually a word, and then Pole Kunka. Or Pole Kunka. But I'm pretty sure that's not an actual word. Now then, defense. Mr. Light, was it? No, that's it's right. Close though. That's right, Your Majesty. Phoenix Wright. Of course. Mr. Wright. My apologies. Well, now that we have this newly uncovered fact, I suggest we proceed with arguments. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oops. Yes, but do not misunderstand me. This doesn't mean I trust you completely. I'll be keeping a close eye on you, so don't even think about lying to this court. I understand, Your Majesty. Whew. Maybe now we can finally run a real trial. Arguments, Your Majesty? Very well, I accept your challenge. Huh? What's with him? Oh, the look on your face, Mr. Wright. It's just too hilarious. What's so funny, Mr. Payne? The defense still doesn't get it. The truth he unearthed is going to bury him and his case instead. What do you mean by that, prosecutor? I told you, it's chief prosecutor. Yeah, whatever. Yes, because that's the point to focus on right now. The defense is digging its own grave. Consider this, Your Majesty. Why would the victim, a security guard, point a gun at the accused? Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, indeed, because the accused was about to commit a theft. It's the only logical explanation. What? That does sound pretty logical, actually. Well done, Payne, you actually made sense. It doesn't help the accused's situation at all. If anything, it makes him look even more guilty. Yes, I have to agree. Allow me to spell out this truth the defense didn't bother to think through. Mr. Raw came across the accused just as he was trying to steal the treasure. The guard pointed his gun at the accused, and just when the power went out, the accused murdered the victim and hid his body in the treasure room. I would probably say that he didn't get his gun out, because it's still in the holster. I suppose he could have put it back. You know, there's that. A hand truck for moving heavy treasure around is stored in the treasure room. The accused could have easily moved the body with that. What, and nobody would have seen it? And after all that hard work to knock down those insights... backed into the old familiar corner once more. Mr. Wright, do you have a rebuttal? Ugh, I'm drawing a total blank here. I hope you're ready to climb that scaffold. I asked you a question, defense. Think, Phoenix. I've got nothing. I can't think of any grounds for an objection. The only thing to do at this point is ask the defendant himself what happened. But I don't know if Albie will cooperate with me or not. Albie? Will you tell us what really happened? You don't have to say anything, accused. Fall for his evil trap and you'll only dirty your own soul. Albie, you have to tell me the truth. I can't help you unless you do. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry. Why? Why won't you trust me? Is this it? Is this the end? For both of us? Obviously not. Hold it! Wait. Maya? Oh! Wait, what is happening? I never met a real lawyer before. Everybody always told me they're bad. Bad people who help dirty criminals go free. I never thought a lawyer would actually try to help me. Would actually believe in me. Would risk his own life for me. I never would have even imagined it. Albie? So, that's why I lied, to try and save myself. But I'm not going to lie anymore. If you believe in me enough to put your life on the line, then I'm going to believe in you too. Hey! What? Allow me. Allow me to explain. I can see his hair stuck up in the air again. Now we're talking. Time to finally get to the bottom of things. To be honest, I went into the treasure room lots of times to look at the treasure box. Even though the temple told you you weren't allowed to go anywhere near it? Yeah, I'm sorry. Mr. Roll even saw me once and scolded me. But that box is so beautiful. The way it glows in the dark. I couldn't help myself. Wait, it glows in the dark? That's right. It's covered in this special mineral called... What? Oh, of course. Fluorite. Oh, fluorinite. That makes it glow. It's covered in this special mineral that makes it glow. There we go, sorted it. It's absolutely breathtaking. It's really a shame they don't put it on display for the public. Can you imagine how many people would go on night tours of the temple if they did? If only he applied such passion to telling me the truth earlier. Okay, so that gets updated. It was forced open and its contents were stolen. Glows in the dark. Nice. Whew. Whoa. Oh man. On the day of the incident, I was on my way to the treasure room again. Just can't help himself. When I ran into Mr. Roll on the Great Stairs. So those were not the treasure room stairs in the seance vision. Oh. No, they were the great stairs that connect the hallway. Or to the hallway. Makes sense. The vision wasn't clear enough to show us what was at the top of the stairs. Temple diagram. A diagram depicting the temple treasure room area. Right. All of a sudden, Mr. Roll drew his gun and threatened me with it. I quickly put my hands up. Mr. Roll, he acted so scary. For some reason, he had his scarf over his mouth. I couldn't read his expression at all. Just then, the power went out. So I took that chance to hightail it out of there. I ran for my life, even now when I try to think back on it. All I can remember are the gun and the piercing look in Mr. Roll's eyes. That must have been when I dropped the notice scroll. Which means someone else brought it to the treasure room along with Mr. Roll's body. Did Mr. Roll say anything to you when you ran into him on the stairs? Aside from put your hands where I can see him. What is it, Albie? I have no idea why, but... He asked me a strange question. Did you steal it? He said. What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't say all this before. I didn't think anybody would believe me. A grand speech. One that confirmed my suspicions that you were the thief. But that might just have been the victim's misunderstanding. Where there's smoke, there's fire, as they say. The victim must have had a good reason to be suspicious of the accused. Why does every new piece of information have to seem so incriminating? Shadow. What do I do, Shadow? Shadow! What better reason to suspect the boy than seeing the treasure box in his hands? In the course of his rounds, the victim must have noticed that the treasure had been stolen. And then, just after that... Yeah, he ran into him. Are you serious? He ran into the accused, I'll be your guide. Why would he steal something, then go back to where he stole it from? Nobody would be that dumb. No, that's not what happened. Therefore, the one who stole the treasure and killed the victim is the accused. Can be none other than the accused. What? Wait. A puppy? Is that a doggo? What now? Oh my god, it's a doggo. Ah, that's Shadow. Oh right, that's not actually a Karine word, it's his pet. Ruff ruff, ruff ruff. So that's what kept moving around in his bag. Okay. Hey Shadow, down boy. Well, what do we have here? I'm sorry about this. This is my dog, Shadow. You nearly gave me a heart attack. So that's what was making his bag move. Can you quiet that yappy mutt down? Shadow says that Mr. Roll made a mistake. You can understand him. Don't tell me this is a surprise witness for the defense. I beg your pardon? You're not thinking of cross-examining an animal, are you? Well, it wouldn't be the first time. Hey! Of course not, Your Majesty. Not this time, anyway. Phew! Well, I'm glad to hear that. I thought I'd have to reassess my assessment of your sanity for a second there. I think I'd better reassess my strategy, and fast. I have to somehow show that somebody else could have struck the victim, or we're sunk. While it's true that the defendant was standing in front of the victim when he died, it doesn't mean that somebody else couldn't have struck the victim at that time. If you're going to go that far, evidence, then I hope this means you have another angle of approach ready. Exactly. I mean, who but the accused, standing front and centre, could have done it? Unless you can back up your claim, it's nothing more than conjecture. True. Okay, come on Phoenix. I know I can think up something convincing. Where else could the victim have been struck from? Behind. Someone could have been hiding out in the storeroom. Kaboom! Could have been struck from behind. With the defendant standing in front of the victim, isn't it possible that the victim could have been struck from behind? Actually, wait, that would make sense. His wound is on the back of his head. From behind, you say? I see. Yes, I suppose it's not outside the realm of possibility. Good. Now at least I have some breathing room. But who do you suppose it could have been? Oh, the true culprit. Naturally, the one who actually committed the theft and murder. The true culprit? And I suppose you have a true timeline of events to go along with that. I should have known. I'd have to explain everything. Alright. If we assume the true culprit struck the victim from behind, then that means... Oh god. After going to the treasure room and stealing the treasure, the true culprit tried to escape. Saw Roll went into the storeroom. But then Mr. Roll appeared, making his rounds. Hid in the storeroom. Oh my god, I actually guessed correctly. I imagine the culprit then quickly hid in the storeroom at the other end of the hallway. Mr. Roll saw... Oh! He would have walked into the thing, saw it was missing, then went back, saw Albie, and questioned him. You're grasping at straws, Mr. Wright. I mean, you're not wrong. Admit it, you have nothing but baseless conjecture. But I'm going to look for something to base it on right now. Albie? When you ran into Mr. Roll in the hallway, was there anyone around the storeroom area? I don't know. Aw, the dog's so cute. There might have been somebody there, but I couldn't see. I was only halfway down the stairs, so I couldn't see the ends of that hallway. I see. Swing and a miss. Oh yeah, and he wouldn't have seen the person because the lights went out. Oh, did Shadow? I'm just gonna call it Shadow. Sod it. Shadow says that someone was there. I see. Thank you for that. Too bad his testimony is inadmissible. You think this is a joke? Maybe the defendant didn't happen to see this other person. But that doesn't mean the true culprit couldn't have been there in the hallway. Your desperate floundering is getting hard to watch. But I will enjoy watching you sink. What are you talking about? Unfortunately for you, only the accused and the victim were there in that hallway at the time of the incident. How can you continue to make that assertion? Because there was a witness. A very reliable eyewitness. Oh dear, god, that scared me. What? Your Majesty, the prosecution would like to call its witness to the stand. You what? Is the witness going to be the actual person that we saw in the cutscene? Calling an eyewitness to the stand. It's been decades since that's happened. And unlike the defense's witness, you can rest assured that there are no pets involved. That was a low blow. Very well. I'll allow it. And now for something we've not heard in quite some time. Bring the witness to the stand. Oh my god, it's him. The murderer. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, what the fuck is this name? Oh, is it Peace Lubbin? Peace Lubbin Understanding. Is that Peace, Love and Understanding? Is that what his name is gonna be? Is the name I'm like Temple's head monk? Can you dig? What the f- Alright. Oh! It's the court jester. If it isn't Instructor Understanding, you're the eyewitness. Instructor? More like murderer. Not only is Mr. Understanding Temple's head monk, he's also a murderer. But he's also a renowned fuck's sake. He's also a renowned expert. Darmalin? Sorry to have to ask, but what's one of those? Is it that instrument? Check it. Here she is, my sweet Serenada. My one and only, groovy, right? But you heard our sultry sounds once before, brother. Eh? Oh, it was you! Okay, here's the one that was playing the music. When dragon and tiger collide, I think the word was. Oh, battle. Yeah, close enough. That's the song from the Dance of Devotion. Right on, brother. The Song of Ceremony. Playing this tune together is a precious gig for me and my girl here, you dig? The Song of Ceremony, the song that was playing at the time of the murder. Oh, Holy Mother. May the righteous sounds of my ukulele serve as my offering to you. I don't know how you say it, Darmalin? I'm just gonna call it a Darmalin. Fuck it. Wonderful. A great performance as always. This is my thing, you know? My bag. I make instruments speak, baby. By the by, Magistry Pops. No Darmalin class today? Oh, that's what you had to miss. No, I'm afraid this trial has gone into overtime. Thanks to the lawyer over there. The class the judge wanted to attend was a Darmalin lesson. Well, you know what they say, baby. Never trust the lawyer, man. Sheesh. I'm being shat on from all sides. I don't like this. But transgressors against the Holy Mother have to be brought to justice. Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Understanding. As the treasure's keeper. Oh! You must have been shocked to learn that it had been stolen. Oh yeah, I bet he was really shocked when he put it in his pocket. My god, it's been taken! Yeah, man. That was not cool. Wow. Oh my god, could he be any more uninterested? Yeah, man, I can't believe it was taken. Who would do such a thing? Keeping the treasure safe is one of your duties, Mr. Understanding. That's right, brother. This here's the one and only treasure box key. Everybody does want him dead, and I keep it on me at all times, can you dig? So basically you're the one that stole it. Nice. But the sneaky thief went and cracked open that sucker anyway. Total bum, man. So that's the key to the treasure box, is it? You know it, baby. It's called the Magatama key, and it's a historical artifact to boot. It's been passed down from head monk to head monk at Temple Temple. The Magatama key, huh? The sole key for opening the treasure box, Understanding keeps it on his person at all times. Now someone's jacked the treasure on my watch. It's a real buzzkill, man. How am I ever gonna face Her Holiness again? Oh, Holy Mother, please find it in your infinite mercy to forgive me. I'll give him this, he's one hell of an actor. Please guide this lost and humble lamb. Why do I always get the far out ones? Mr. Understanding, you witness the accused and the victim head into the treasure room? You know it, baby. Best believe I scoped that tiny transgressor. Would you please give the court your testimony regarding what you saw? I was about to say, I guess that means yes. To bring justice against the transgressor man, yes, of course, I'll do all I can. Did he just wink? In the name of Her Holiness, I vow to sing. Okay, not quite a wink. No, but the truth I swear to bring. Hit me! Oh, gladly. Someone just walk up and punch him. Witness testimony! Alright, what bullshit you gonna spew? What I saw, baby. So after the morning dance of devotion... Okay, I do quite like that it's a song, but I'm not gonna sing it. Screw that noise. To go back to my chamber, I got the notion. So don't you know my chamber's on the way to the temple's treasure room? Hey, hey. Whoa. So any small footsteps I can quite clearly hear if anyone to the treasure room goes near. So Albie was the only one. Albie was the only one. So before the blackout, one other than Roll, only Albie to the treasure room did stroll. Alrighty. So tell me I was hallucinating just now. Like, can you believe Mr. Roll bit the big one after that? Harsh, man. I share your sentiments. You were the one who discovered the victim's body, weren't you, Mr. Understanding? Well, naturally, the one who discovers the body is usually the one that commits the crime. What, you found the body as well? He really is a key witness, then. That's right, brother. After the blackout, I went to reset the breaker and give power back to the people. The circuit box is near my chamber, so I'm always the man for the job, you feel me? Ah, right, that's the breaker. You're very confused. The breakers are in the first floor hallway, in front of the storeroom. On the way I got a whiff of something funky. Blood, man. Really harshed my mellow. I knew something wasn't kosher, so I swung by the treasure room to see what's what. And it's like, whoa, man. There was poor Mr. Roll dead as a doornail. What is this guy on? The diagram to... okay. How calmly he explains that he found a body. Whoa, man. In the interval between the end of the Dance of Devotion and the blackout, the only ones who went to the scene of the crime were the victim and the accused. So you see, Mr. Understanding's unassailable account is what led to the accused arrest. Hold it. Oh, I didn't do the usual. Isn't it possible that the murder took place before the end of the Dance of Devotion? I'm afraid that's not possible. The victim was in the performance hall until the very end of the dance. He was? Would you like some proof? Oh, of course. That is my language. How's this? A photo. Taken by a tourist of the morning Dance of Devotion. Is he, like, there? Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, there's Roll too. I think. My, what graceful dancing. I can almost hear the sound of Mr. Understanding's Darmelin now. Payne's right, there's Mr. Roll on duty. Yeah. That's pretty good. Well, man, a body, these vibes I'm feeling from this person being dead is definitely trustworthy. That was good. Never underestimate the incredible pain. So in addition to Rafer's insights, he had backup evidence lined up too, huh? What a dick. Dance of Devotion photo added to the court record. A picture of the stage shows Roll on guard duty in the audience. As head monk, my monks in training are like my own kids, like family. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Oops. I should have taught I'll be better, man. Before Her Holiness the Holy Mother. Oh, Albie, confess your sins, my young brother. Head monk understanding. I didn't kill Mr. Roll. You did. So I don't have anything to confess to the Holy Mother. What? Bogus, little man. Your faith is weak, like a wet paper bag, are you feeling me? Boom, boom. Spare the rod, hey... hey, baby... what? Spare the rod, hey baby, spoil the child, not maybe. I have no idea what Roddy's on about. I don't think I want to know. Her Holiness is magnanimous, son. If you confess your guilt, she'll forgive you in the Twilight Realm. I don't suppose you could forgive him in this realm first. Defense, please begin your cross-examination. You got it. Let's do it. Let's tear this guy a new one. Is he gonna sing again? Okay, he's not actually singing. So after the morning test devotion, to go back to my chamber, I got the notion. Yeah, just press everything. I have a question. Lay it on me, man. How dare you interrupt the performance of the great peace, love and understanding? I was really enjoying that. Sorry. But you know, there's something about that name I can't put my finger on. What's so funny about peace, love and understanding? You had a question for me, brother? You were playing something during the Dance of Devotion, weren't you? You know it, baby. I was playing my beautiful girl right here, this Darmelin. In offering to Her Holiness, I play the music and the singers sing the Song of Ceremony. Mr. Understand